think is the more influential player in world football now? Like a lot from what I know, like a lot of these players nowadays, like even Mbappe, even like Haaland, even Vlahovic too, like their biggest idol is like Ronaldo.
It's usually Ronaldo. I guess you could kind of go on to the next question.
That's what I'm saying.
That's literally what he just asked. That's literally what he just asked. It's literally what he just asked.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like those exact words came out of his mouth.
Question.
I want to hear from JP first.
Nah, like
Who's your most influential footballer? In your life, who was your most
Me?
influential? And then another question is, who do you think is in the world, like
Yeah.
globally?
I like it that way. That's nice.
Yeah.
For me specifically,
Yeah, who influenced you the most in your soccer career?
I'd say it's kind of weird. I'd say
JJ?
Hazard though.
Oh.
That's the
Hazard.
Yeah, I know. Like
Yeah.
I know it was odd though.
Techie, huh?
Just the way he played, he looked like he controlled the game for Chelsea all the time.
You're right.
He did.
Yeah.
Like when he wasn't there, it was
Literally
Chelsea was
Yeah.
a different team. Like
Yeah.
he was just
I know. And then JP grew up in his prime too, like watching him and stuff.
so like
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
Prem-
JP's
and I
only
watched
like
the
12.
Prem. And I watched the Prem like every Saturday, so like you'd see it. all the
Yeah, yeah.
time.
I thought he was gonna say me because I taught him how to do Rabona at a young age. Oh, sorry, Rainbow. Remember we were teaching the Rainbow?
I forgot. One of you taught me how to do the snake.
That was
I
with
remember
me, I
that.
think.
One of you taught me.
Definitely wasn't me.
You should have said it definitely wasn't me.
It definitely wasn't me.
He taught me how to defend. I'm not
But yeah,
Yeah.
who is Maddie?
Nah,
No,
you-
you-
Oh, James.
Yeah,
Yeah.
James.
I'd be like,
Stand still.
Put your leg out.
Put your leg on. That's all you gotta do.
But yeah, like non-world football, who do you think is like the
World,
most?
I'd say Ronaldo. Everyone's a Ronaldo fan. Like especially his time at Real
Yeah,
Madrid.
especially now because the kids growing up watching him playing and his time in Madrid, his time in his transfer from Man U to Madrid was even like our time a little bit,
Yeah.
but his like prime was definitely Madrid,
Yeah. Easy.
and like the kids nowadays like growing up definitely watched that and like experienced it firsthand.
Yep.
Yeah,
Easily.
especially him being a level for so long and him winning all
Mhm.
those titles, like he was in the spotlight for sure a lot,
Yeah.
and everything he did, it just gave you that, every time you saw him play, you were just like, wow, wow,
Mhm.
wow, wow. So not just with us, like just even older generations, younger generations, he hit everyone kind of,
Yeah.
like the older generations are talking about him, and the younger generations are still be talking about him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who was your generation?
Yeah.
Influential player. Who was your most influential?
I already know who's Buddy's gonna say.
Ooh, say it.
For like your personal one.
Yeah.
Roberto Baggio.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. Okay, but I said this before though.
Did you? I don't remember that.
Roberto Baggio. I used to watch. I have a DVD of.
I watched him miss the
'cause you have the
penalty.
DVD.
I have a DVD of
'Cause you have
his.
the DVD.
Before every single game, I watched it when I was younger.
Jeez, eh?
You should get
you
the
in the
hair
mood.
maybe for the summer. Huh?
Rat tail.
Yo, you know what? It's in kind of in the what's it called?
Style.
Style right now. The
Yeah.
little rat tail type of things in the what's it called?
Shaved sides.
Shaved sides, yeah.
Dave
Yeah.
knows a lot about.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm a fashion guy,
literally, I would say I shaped my game around Baggio. Like literally everything he did on a pitch, I tried doing that exact thing when I was younger.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
So you missed the
I'm not-
penalty?
Oh my god! Wow, that was a low blow.
Okay, but realistically, Baggio's probably the best Italian of all time, so it's okay. It's whatever.
You heard it here
Mm.
first.
He is. But yeah, his dribbles, finishing. He was a striker. He's a creative striker, and that's kind of what I think I am. Probably not. But,
Yeah.
But I think I am.
I
Yeah.
could see it.
Yeah, I
A little techie, you know.
Yo, guys, watch the clips on the YouTube. Let us know if you guys think, Chris
Chris
plays like a Baggio player.
Throws his body around a little bit.
Okay, but like the actual most influential player is it's easy. Yeah, I agree. Easily Ronaldo.
You
Like this
think?
guy has the most.
Easily, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around for so long at the top level. I know Messi has as well, but Messi's like, he's more like on the down low. You don't really hear about him too much. Ronaldo's like, you always hear about Ronaldo. He's like the most followed person on Instagram. He has like all these lines. You're always hearing about Ronaldo. It's always Ronaldo. Messi's just kind of, if he has a good game, you'll hear about him, which he usually does.
PR7, no?
Yeah, PR7. But yeah, it's easily Ronaldo. Easily.
Yeah.
James.
I mean, I think I'll agree with you there, with Ronaldo.
The thing is, what's crazy is we're all saying Ronaldo is the most influential, but if
Yeah.
you put him in top, no one puts him in top 5 best
I
players in
think
the world.
because I think this is the thing. Like this is just it. This is
That's
the thing.
crazy, eh?
It's like Messi. I think is the best player of all time. But I think the thing is Messi is so bloody different that I
You
think
can't-
like you know what I mean. Like if I'm a young kid watching soccer,
It's like I can't be that.
I can't do that because Messi is just so bloody different. And it's like that he's just different, and it's like you know what I mean. If you're a kid, you probably like 99.999% of the population isn't going to be built like that.
Because at the end of
So
the day,
it's-
like you can see a lot of these youth
Yeah.
players, they can say like, okay, if I want to follow one of these players' career path or career move, no one can say I'm gonna follow Messi's career path.
Yeah, because unless you're a bloody demon,
Everyone can say I can
Right.
go to follow Ronaldo's career path because he worked hard for it and he
Yeah.
started from the bottom.
that's the thing.
He was able to
That's just
step
the
up. He
thing.
performed in the biggest games of his career,
Yeah.
which led him to bigger transfers, which led him to create bigger opportunities for himself, and what led to more titles and more trophies and beating records every single year. Even
Yeah.
now, breaking the most goals in the world.
That's just
at
the thing.
807
Yeah.
goals.
And then you always see him winning these huge trophies with his team. I know
Mhm.
Messi has a lot of like Ballon d'Ors and stuff.
Yeah,
but
like-
you
Yeah.
see
Obviously-
5 Champions League, a
obviously-
Euro Cup.
Obviously, what Ronaldo accomplished in his career was obviously different. Like you'll never be like you'll
Different gravy.
you'll never see it ever again.
No.
Honestly, I can say that here. As Matthews will always say, records are meant to be broken, but some
Yeah.
of the stuff Ronaldo's done, like you'll
It's
never
gonna be,
see it.
it's gonna
ever
be it's
again.
gonna be very tough to
And
break.
again,
you know?
like some youth players can grow up saying like Ronaldo's my most influential player. They can come really close to like being what he's done in world football, but it's gonna be really hard.
yeah.
But again, comparing Messi to Ronaldo definitely is the career path to take and to go
Yeah.
with when it comes to.
Like he's more influential, like you said, like you know what I mean, because you can
Mm.
physically see that, you know what I mean, like he worked very hard, and his journey is very well documented in
Mhm.
terms of how hard he had to work to get to where he got. Whereas Messi,
Yeah.
like not saying Messi didn't work hard, because he definitely did have to work hard too. You know what I mean? He had to go through some physical
course.
battles and stuff like that as well.
But not many people know about those situations.
A lot of people
either.
know about it because it's like it's not,
It's not out there.
advertised,
It's not-
right? But like
it's not PR.
he was
Ronaldo,
just so
Messi,
he was
sorry.
just so bloody talented that, like, you know what I mean, like unless like you have that talent, like, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people that still idolize Messi, like 100%.
Sure.
But I think like Matthews, but like, you know what I mean, I think nobody at this table will probably deny that Messi's a better footballer than Ronaldo, right? Most likely, right? Like, you know, no one
You
will.
agree, JP?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone will agree with that. But I think Ronaldo's like career and in terms of like, you
Mhm.
know, how he was a human being. Messi's not. You know what I mean?
And
That's
it's something,
just the thing.
it's something more attainable, I guess you can say. I mean, look at us in general. Like even when we were kids and now, like
Yeah.
when we watch like other people play,
Yeah.
and we see these guys dress up like, you know, like Ronaldo,
Yeah.
or they try playing like
Yeah.
Ronaldo. And we always like, oh, this guy thinks he's Ronaldo. Oh, this guy. When's the last time we ever said, oh, this guy thinks he's Messi? Never.
Yeah,
Never
pretty
seen it.
pretty much
Every
never.
time you see someone,
Like, maybe
oh,
you
this
get
guy thinks he's
Neymar.
Ronaldo.
Maybe you get
or
Neymar if you
Neymar.
see Jay with a nose strip on.
But just that in general just shows you how
Yeah.
influential Ronaldo is. That
Yeah.
you're saying this guy thinks he's Ronaldo.
It's facts, man.
You know?
The only player I can see that can come out and can live literally like by his steps and like by his career and like say like, you know, I'm gonna live my life by under his shadow and like follow his career path, like exactly is his son.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mbappe.
No, his son.
No.
Because he's literally telling his son what to do, when to do it.
Yeah.
When it comes down to it, no one's gonna tell Mbappe, you better go take a nice bath after your thing. Obviously, he knows as a player, but
You
like
should be doing it.
as a
yeah.
kid and what
engraved.
Ronaldo Jr. is doing now.
Yeah, Ronaldo legit graded into him.
his son is telling him to do it. He's telling his son to do it.
The thing
Yeah.
is, he also says that he doesn't force his son to do
And
it.
again, it's also part of like
balance.
It's his son who
parenting,
needs,
right? Yeah.
It's his son who also needs to put his own work into his own ethic and his own like time and work into it. And
Yeah.
the thing is like when it comes obviously comparing someone who isn't his son, obviously like Mbappe too, like he trained, he did all this stuff because he wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Now if Ronaldo Jr. is doing because he wants to and because Ronaldo's training him how to do it from a young age, then he can be something else.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Jay Zinho here, and today I'm here to talk to you about Footy Fresh. What's Footy Fresh? Only the coolest air freshers around, Footy style. And we got all your favorite players. We got Cristiano Ronaldo. We've got Messi. We've got the Golden Boy Haaland. All your favorite players. You could throw it in your car. You could throw it in your backpack. Put it in your office. The fragrance is to die for. Get yours now at thefootyculture.com.
I don't know where I saw this from, like a couple years ago, but like I think Ronaldo's having an interview and saying like, oh yeah, you know, my son, I train him and stuff like that, but you know, as a kid, he still wants, you know, a Coke or something like that.
Yeah.
And he tells his father, like, I want a Coke today. And Ronaldo would say, you sure you want that's a lot of sugar, blah, 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 blah. Like, you shouldn't be having that. But if you want it, you can have it. And he said, oh, I would let him have one here and
But
there.
it's true. Like you
But
didn't,
just-
That's just parenting,
you didn't
right?
think
Yeah.
you didn't think Mbappe had a Coke when he was a kid?
We're parenting
100%.
podcasts
So, like,
now.
But like the fact that like it's he's engraving all of his like what's the word, knowledge and, you know,
Wisdom.
like wisdom into
Yeah.
his son without even really doing anything.
Yeah.
It's just by him watching his father play.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah, imagine like getting to like watch your dad play every single time live and like, dude, that's like experience
And training.
experiencing
Yeah.
football at a different level
That's crazy.
that no one will ever be able to like achieve unless like Messi's kids. But like, I don't think Messi's kids. I don't know. They're
bro.
still young.
Messi's kids are like
They're still young.
Are like Neymar's kid.
They're still
They don't
young.
want anything to do with football.
They're just
I
chilling,
mean, they're still
right?
young, but yeah.
Yeah.
One thing that's crazy actually about Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. That he was doing. There was a video of him doing like the little Seba thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
He literally
Yeah.
looks like Ronaldo.
Oh,
Did you
yeah.
see, bro? I didn't know
Yeah.
he's young, and I thought, yeah,
He's
maybe
12.
he was good, but bro, he was nasty when he did a little like a
He
fake
does
shot.
exact
Exactly
move
like
that
Ronaldo.
does.
It looked exactly like him. I was scared. I'm like,
Well,
whoa.
it's his son, no?
No, but
Oh,
like-
oh, yeah.
Like the
I
heel to
didn't-
heel, and then
But
the way
it
he
was
shoots
better
the
than
ball.
what I thought it was gonna be.
No,
Like,
I
he looked-
expected him because he tears it up.
I
in
know,
the
but like
youth level.
he was really good. Like I saw him like, oh shoot, this guy
Well,
looks
he
nasty.
But
trains
like,
with him.
but like
Yeah.
think about it. Like your dad was like
Yeah.
arguably one of the
I
best
know.
players in the
Yeah.
world, so you can
Yeah.
see what the standard is.
100%. But like some
Very
players
high.
just aren't like naturally just not gifted. You know, some
Yeah.
people just can't play soccer.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, his father might be the best, but you know, he might just
You
not
never
be
know.
good.
Yeah. You get the wrong
like,
gene, you know?
Exactly. But when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is exactly like Ronaldo.
He's different, yeah.
Yeah, like
Very-
he's
very
got
similar.
the.
Man, we'll see. Maybe what? How old is he now?
12.
He's actually only 12.
Give him 7 years.
Jesus Christ! In
6
like
years?
7
Give him
years.
five. Give him
No,
no. Give him
5
4.
years.
At
5
six-
years.
Nah.
17.
15,
16?
16. 15,
I
16.
think they'll
Well, it
throw-
depends if he's a wonder
Fifteen,
kid.
16 at 17.
He probably will be.
You
Bro,
guys
you
think he's
you
gonna be a
think
wonder
he's
kid?
not going to be named as a wonder kid when he's in his
16
age?
he'll get his
100%.
like first like official like
Pro
contract.
Yeah, I think I could see Ronaldo playing with his son.
No,
No.
no.
Why not?
6 years.
Bro, he's not
And
LeBron.
If Ronaldo
Come on,
goes
man.
back to
Yeah.
man, Ronaldo's
not
been playing
LeBron.
forever.
Nah, come on.
LeBron's the same age as Ronaldo. Okay, whatever. Who's your personal?
Marco
Who do you
Yeah.
model your game after, James?
Model Michael
Half a man,
Lionel Messi.
Slaughterback.
Nico Schlotterbeck. He's a demon, but I don't know. Like
Because you started soccer a
started
little bit
late.
late.
I was a little late, man. I
You're a
was-
big hockey
I
fan.
was late to the party, man. I was
You're- You're a big top cheese
Subotic is
type
a
of guy.
keeper.
No, who's
Subotic.
Subotic, yeah,
Subotic,
Subotic was a
Subotic.
demon too, but I don't know. For me, I think it's like probably like either like Götze or like Royce, just because like that was around the time when I started following footy a little bit more intensely.
Mhm.
Before that was Pavel Nedved, and I also really like Cesc Fabregas as well,
And Arshavin.
and Arshavin as well. I was a little bit of an Arsenal fan, low key, but like
Everyone has a little bit
yeah,
of Arsenal.
everyone has a little bit of Arsenal in them, man. I think Spy does too, low key. But if I had to pick
is a
one,
big Shamak fan.
big Shamak, big Bentner, played for Juve for a little bit.
Yeah. Whoa.
Played for Juve for a little bit. If I had to pick one, probably like Marco Royce would be like my guy. I think.
Yeah.
Just just watching those games, like when he first came to Dortmund, you first start watching those games. You first start following a team. There's always that one or two players that you kind of really follow
Mhm.
along, and he's been there since then. So it's kind of been like very easy to follow along.
Very true.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Daniele.
Yourself, sir?
I don't know. I played a lot of positions in my football career. Started off as a GK. Back then it was Dita.
Jeez.
Then as a midfielder, I don't know. I didn't really follow anyone as a midfielder, but then like I don't know. Like obviously Ronaldo growing up, you watched him a lot. But then obviously like playing left back, I was a big Kolarov fan
I remember that.
Kolarov.
Your nickname in the group chat was Prime Kolarov.
because I liked him because of the way he like kind of like, not that he started. I can definitely say maybe like Marcelo or like Danny Alves kind of started that movement where like fullback, like there was a fullback position
Mm.
because everyone back then was obviously like you're
Or
either
wing back,
wing back. Sorry,
Yeah.
back then you're either like a fullback where you're like playing left back or right back all game, like you're not moving up, you're at least playing a flat four. But now then like you started seeing like a lot of players like Kolarov, even back in when he was playing for Lazio before he made his move to the city, like he was making a lot of those movements forward. He was really good on the dead ball too, his
Yeah.
free kicks. But obviously like
Big strike on
I was
him
a bit,
too.
anyone who played a quality wing back role was like a role model to me.
You were a Tellus fan for a little bit too.
Tellez
huh?
was good too back in Porto.
Back in Porto.
He's a little bit slower now, but
Yeah.
you know, I appreciate that position, and you can show it to see it today too. Like that position is really appreciated in
yeah.
every single team needs that kind of role nowadays, right? No one's really
Yeah.
playing that kind of
Probably
flat
the most
four.
important role right now.
And it
Well,
was
yeah.
funny because I was watching the City game today against Palace, and the commentators were even like not laughing, but they were like Cancelo's a wing back.
Yeah.
Like he shouldn't be playing wing back. He like, but in my head I'm like, I forgot exactly what they said, but something like he shouldn't be playing wing back. Like he's more than a wing back. Like it's crazy how like he's a wing back. He shouldn't be playing that position. But in my head like he's playing with a wing back position like at its best right now.
Yeah.
Like Cancelo's like the best
Yeah.
wing back in the world.
Yeah.
I'm not sure compared to Roberto Carlos because I didn't really watch Roberto Carlos play, but from what I'm seeing now, like Cancelo's playing the wing back like
The
at
T.
its best, and if not more.
The modern
Because
wing
again,
back.
if you
Yeah.
switch his position to maybe put him into the center mid or put him into the winger, yeah, he'll be good in that position. But what he provides defensively and playing as a wing back role, like it's perfect.
It's different.
I wouldn't
And
put
the
him-
play
I-
style suits him.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
put him anywhere else. As much as they can say like, why is he playing wing back? Like, I never played
Where
the
else
wing
are you
back.
gonna put him?
Like he can play every position because he's built to play every position. But
No.
he's playing wing back role like to his best. And like if you can play that wing back role like at his level, and some players may be close to play it that way, but he's good anywhere from that position. That's what I'm
He
saying.
can play
Like,
both sides as well.
so
Which
I as a wing back position, like it's honestly one of the like, you can say most important, but it's one of the most
underrated.
underrated and most versatile because
Or
you're
underappreciated is probably a better word.
you're even look at FIFA cards. Remember, for example, like there's those stats are all balanced because you're defending, you're
can do everything.
attacking, you're shooting, you're creating whatever. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
you're not only playing like as a striker, you're not only looking to shoot, you're not only looking to create. You know what I mean? You can do everything.
Yep.
So that's one for me.
And what's your main
All time. We're like
Definitely Ronaldo.
worldwide. Yeah.
I think
Definitely
everyone's
Ronaldo.
gonna be
Everyone's
Ronaldo.
gonna be Ronaldo. So I don't know. You guys in the comments can also.
We got the
Let us
biggest
know.
Ronaldo fan up next.
Dave's
El
gonna
Quintador.
Dave's gonna say
To be
Messi.
honest, I don't know who my
Personal.
personal is.
Antonio Valencia.
I play like
Oh.
everyone.
I remember I liked Sanchez a lot at Arsenal.
That's why you wear your
I
shorts
I liked him a
like
lot. I
that.
liked him a lot at Barcelona as well. Before Neymar came in. Who?
How about Udinese? You didn't know him?
No, I liked Griezmann a lot as well back then. You know who it was actually? A player. Yeah. Now I remember. Oh gosh, how
Who
did I
was it?
forget
I
him?
play exactly like him.
The guy
No,
from-
someone that just like made me fall in love with like just football.
The
like,
guy from Santos that kind of looked like you,
No.
and you posted pictures on the Instagram pretending to be him.
Hey, yo, chill, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember.
He like just got back from training. As a picture of a professional footballer that kind of looked like Dave. If you close both eyes, like it was bad, bro.
Who, Nasri?
Oh, my God.
But no, even before Ronaldinho made me fall in love even more. But like I like Torres a lot.
Oh yeah.
Fernando
Torres was too.
bro.
Yeah, he's different.
I used to be a Liverpool fan because of him.
You just flop sides. Huh?
I just follow. I follow a lot of players, and
Yeah.
then just at the end, I found my team.
Yeah, you just
That's
fall
how
in
you find
love.
football. That's how you.
Yeah,
find
there's always those
football.
players that you like to you
Right?
enjoy watching. You know what I mean? Like
Which
they
makes
bring
you want to
joy.
watch the team.
They bring you joy,
'cause
you
you
know,
watch
yeah.
him play.
Yeah.
But yeah, Torres, bro, back then at Liverpool with the hair and the little band.
Mm.
Oh my gosh, it's different level, man. And then
Long sleeves.
the long sleeves, the T90s.
Mm.
Yeah. Not many people know that Dave used to be a forward. Maybe that's
Yeah,
brought in
my
his
good old
elder,
days.
Fernando.
Used to be a winger. Used to be a striker.
Now he's a center
now I
back.
play center back.
Yeah, okay.
He's a top player.
But yeah, I know, and definitely, yeah, it has to be Ronaldo. Come on, man.
But no, Ronaldo is gonna
Yeah.
inspire a lot of players now and in the long future.
I just
from now on,
think
so.
it's like we all agree he's the most most inspirational player, but it's still crazy to me that he's not even top 5 best player in the world.
Right now,
To a
or
lot of
all
people,
time?
to a lot all time.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
maybe
you're gonna get
based
some old
maybe
heads.
based
Yeah,
on
that's
like
fine.
maybe talent, but like as an overall player, I
Yeah.
think like a general consensus, like unless someone's like completely biased or like you know what I mean,
Mhm.
one of those like Pinaldo
Mhm.
like goofs, you know, like I think everyone will
but
have him somewhere around the top
even those
5.
guys, as much as they'll say all this Pinaldo stuff, they'll still say, "Oh, Ronaldo's one of the best players in the world."
Yeah, like
I mean, the records show it. So
yeah,
like,
like he has to be like. There's no way you don't have him in your top 5. I think like
It's him, Messi, Pele, Maradona, Cruyff.
in no order.
No order.
Yeah,
I think that's the 5.
Yeah,
yeah. It
I
gets
mean, I would
tough.
have Ronaldo in the top 5, but a
I
lot
think
of
we
people
all would
will.
here.
A
Yeah.
lot of people
I don't
wouldn't.
see
A
one
lot
of
of
us
people
not.
wouldn't.
No.
A lot of people wouldn't
Yeah, because I know some would put like I hear like Garincha or
because they watched him back then too. Is something that I
It's
guess
it's hard to like,
it's-
I don't know. I
yeah.
feel like it gets tricky when you start comparing like generations because like
Yeah.
obviously football's changed so much, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you had like a player like Garincha playing now, like would he still be like a demon? Maybe
know.
not.
maybe not. They'll
Maybe
probably
not.
think, "Why is this guy with one leg shorter than
Why
the
is,
other?"
this guy,
right?
why is this guy skipping on the field?
Yeah, like it would be a little bit different, I think, right?
It's
So
like a big deal when Pele like flicked the ball over somebody's head.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
then volleyed it. And how often does that happen now?
Yeah.
Like, all the
It does it
time.
All the time. You see defenders doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I do it all the time, man.
different
Fuck.
levels.
But yeah, guys, let us know in the comments who inspired you in the way you played today's football, and then again, who do you think is the most influential player in the world of football of all time?